All right, yes, live once again. Hello, everybody. David Burrows coming to you live from Brownstones here in Sarnia, Ontario. I'm saying that, I know you folks on Facebook know where that is, but we got quite a few people that are watching over on TikTok that were wondering what the heck is Brownstones. So just making sure we're live everywhere we need to be. We're live here on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and I'm just checking my TikTok and we'll get things underway. Takes a moment to go live there. And of course now I get all these notifications. Do, 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 do. We'll get started underway here as we're live at Brownstones. And they have it up on the big screen here if you want to come by and sit with me or just come in general. And there it is right now in the Western Conference. The Kitchener Rangers, the top team in the Western Conference, who lost to Sarnia Sting last night. How ironic is all of this that's happening here, right? All right, seem to be struggling with our TikTok, so let's try that again. Bear with me, folks. Where's everybody watching from? Let me know in the comments where you are. Is anybody down in Saginaw, I wonder? I'm sure there's some Sarnia Sting fans down there, although the tickets were not cheap. There we go. All right. We're live on TikTok, so now I'm happy. But hello, Sting fans. Great to have you here joining me as I'm coming to you live from Brownstones, and we have it up on the big screen TV here. They got several. They've got the curling on as well, and they've got basketball on. So if you're a sports fan, Brownstones is definitely a place you want to be. I want to thank them for allowing me table number 21. I got room for about 8 more people if you want to come down here and sit with me. Would love to see that. And there's some room here. The few tables already taken up, but there I see on your TV, our friend Barry Wright is giving the updates right now on Saginaw. He's likely, I want to say, I think maybe he's likely down there. Definitely, if you want play-by-play, you can go online and listen to Lee Cunningham and Pat DeRoche for the play-by-play at chok.com, 103.9 FM, 1070 AM, CHOK. And I've enjoyed. That's kind of a bittersweet part of the season when we had our last home game there on Wednesday, and of course, well, that was also interesting to say the least. Final scores in there, right? But hey, Purette, see you're watching us there on Facebook. Thanks for stopping by. Wherever you're watching from, make sure you please share your comments and share this broadcast for others to enjoy as we are getting ready to start things. Sarnia Sting lines tonight: Jaworski, Layman's, Howery, and Challenger, Edwards, Welos, Beamish, and Hall, Van Volson, Pickle, Chase Gahn, and Matthew Manza, and then of course Young, O'Coin, and Capecci, with Reese, Caden O'Coin, Solomon, and Willard, and Osipenko is starting in between the pipes for us tonight. And if you're at home, perhaps maybe you already are watching this on your TV Sarnia on cable television. And want to give a shout out to Jay Peckham, Connor Burke, who helped me out throughout the season with the Sarnia Sting as far as co-hosting there at the Imperial Theatre tonight for the Trades third season preview screening. So Connor did have a ticket and invited me to go down, but I wanted to be here at Brownstones. As I can see right now, they're coming out to center ice, getting ready to drop the puck. Now, you may or may not have seen quite a rivalry. I don't even like calling this one a rivalry because these two teams typically, as far as the fans go, tend to like each other, right? I'm just going to shift a little bit here so I can get a better view of the screen. There we go. Yeah, game underway. About 8 seconds in and already have a whistle. But it was just crazy out of hand last Sunday when Saginaw came into town and there were tons of penalties handed out. Other things that were handed out was some fines. Had some fines, $5,000 each handed out, $5,000 to each team for their behavior towards each other, and then $5,000 fine sent out to coach of the Sarnia Sting for his comments towards Saginaw. You can go online and Google that, I'm sure. This is the Sting winning. Well, we don't have a score yet. We just started, but speaking of which, I'll put that up on the screen for you. And we'll give a shout out to AskGuy.ca, our friend at AG Event Graphics. Been supporters of what I do online here for about 14 years, quite honestly. Brownstones, thanks to them for accommodating me here. The staff are great here. And Joe's Discount Tire, a regular supporter here as well. We are live here on Facebook, of course, but we're also live on YouTube and TikTok. They've got the sound on for the game here as well for Saginaw and Sarnia. Again, here live at Brownstones, and would love to see some of you get up off the couch, come on down here and say hello to me. And I heard rumor that oh no, they don't have that. That's the sound for the other hockey game. But I did hear that the commissioner of the OHL, Brian Crawford, is at the Saginaw game. Rumor, not confirmed. Why aren't you at your stand at the game? Because they're playing away in Saginaw. We have no more home games here in Sarnia, so I wanted to come down here and sit at Brownstones and watch it on the big screen and do the live reaction. Thanks for asking, though, Pavey. Hello, Frank. Frank is watching us on Facebook. I'm going to start sharing this around and see if we can get some more attention. If you're watching, we'd love for you to share our broadcast to let others know that we're live here. Which I should do myself as well. How do I share? Oh, there we go. There we go. They've also got NHL on the screen here tonight, but I wanted to get here to Brownstones. There's a shot and scored against Osapenko, and the Saginaw Spirit are first to the board and making this game 1-0 now in the first period for Saginaw. Hey, if you're just joining, I'm live here at Brownstones in Sarnia, Ontario, and we're live reacting and watching the Sarnia Sting visit the Saginaw Spirit down in Saginaw. Tickets for this, Connor and I were going to go down there. There were only 2 tickets left, and they were about $115 US each for us to go. So uh, we decided we wanted to be there, but not that much. So Connor is down at the Imperial Theatre with some buddies for the screening of season 3 of The Trades, and I know Jay Peckham is down there as well. So both those fellas abandoned me as co-hosts. I did want to go, but all right. I'm going to end things on. Hello, Stephanie. I'm going to end things on TikTok for just a moment, and then I'll come back to that. Uh, Guess they don't like how I'm doing my broadcast. I don't know, so we'll stop that. So we'll be back, TikTok. All right, we got to fix that up. All these policies we got to follow. Saginaw first to the board right now, coming up with 15:30 to go in the first period. All right. Stephanie, where are you watching from? And Frank and Purett, if you're still out there, who's going to be the first to comment on Facebook? All right. So if you're just joining, coming to you live from Brownstones, as we watching and reacting to the Sarnia Sting take on Saginaw in Saginaw. And I don't imagine we're going to see too many fights here tonight, honestly, because of what happened last Sunday between these two teams. Both these teams handed each a $5,000 fine, and then the Sarnia Sting coach fined $5,000 as well for his remarks towards the Saginaw Spirit. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes tonight. Sarnia Sting really have nothing to lose, but at the same time, yeah, you got to be careful, right? Toronto and Ottawa also here on the big screen tonight, and currently 0 apiece, but Saginaw already taking the lead for the Sarnia Sting. Hello, Wonder Kid. We're back live on TikTok once again, wherever you're watching from. So we'll be live for the whole first period, and then we'll end as the period ends, and then we'll come back again. William Jackson on Facebook. Hello. Hey, do me a favor if you're watching on Facebook or TikTok, please click the share button so we can spread this around. I'm planning on doing more of this maybe next year into to this Sting season, maybe we'll do some the away games, maybe here at Brownstones or different locations. What do you think of that? Would you like to see? I can't show the game obviously, but to do live reaction is always fun. And typically I would have a co-host here, but they both abandoned me. Puck continuing on, 14 minutes to go in Saginaw as the Spirit already to the board first. Hello, Gavin. Hello, sports fan. Hello, Mike. Mike Sting. Is that Mike Sting is your last name, or Mike, you're a Sting fan? And watching on TikTok, please don't be afraid to tap that screen to get us up, showing some love out there. And I'm currently on commercial on Your TV Sarnia, who's showing this Saginaw and Sarnia Sting game. And additionally, my weekly show, which is on social media, comes out every Monday, now available on Your TV Sarnia 3 times a week, actually. So grateful to them for their support. Pat Scarrow, how you doing, Pat? Watching on Facebook, if you're still there. Cassandra, Jackie, hello on TikTok. Where is everybody watching from? And when I say that, like, what city are you watching from? And were you watching from your living room? Are you watching from somewhere? Game back on after the commercials, and if you're just joining, Saginaw 1-0, first to the board. About 4.5 minutes in. And now about 13:40 to go here. Saginaw control right now. Down into the corner of the Sarnia Sting, and they'll pick it up quickly. It is a sold-out capacity crowd in Saginaw. If you're just joining, Connor and I looked at going down to the game. There was only 2 tickets left, and they were about $115 US each. So jam-packed, and now 13 minutes to go in this first period with Saginaw leading the way 1-0 in their home. And a lot of fan support there for sure. Sting keep taking it back down to Saginaw. They're playing some hockey here. Get out of the way, ref. No audio. Maybe that was the problem earlier. Yeah, well, I unplugged the mic that I have on me. Tell me if that's still working on TikTok. It was working earlier. Should be good. Thanks, odds and ends. Let me know now if you can still hear me there. Well, that's weird. Down to 12 minutes to go in the first. As we try to figure out our audio on TikTok. Should be there. Anti-toe, what do you know? No sound. I don't understand. Should be there. How about now? Coming to you live from Brownstones. Well, okay. Sounds like underwater. All right, well, plan B then. Just got to have a plan B. See if we can figure it out. Lots of static. Okay. Well, what's that like? Can you hear me loud enough there? Test 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Yeah, does that sound okay or like am I loud enough? Had my external mic on. We're so professional here. About 11 minutes to go in the first period. Saginaw 1-0. Okay, we'll go with it then. Thought this might be better, but apparently not. Have to work on that though. But that's what I got my moderators for here. All right. You can probably hear the game in the background, but that's actually Toronto and Ottawa right now. 0 score there. Both only with 2 shots on goal. And Facebook, I'm sure you can still hear me because nobody's complained yet. My cousin played for Sarnia Sting for 4 years, the magical guy. Oh, okay, on TikTok. Tell me, who's that? Love to hear those stories. Coming to you live from Brownstones. If you're just joining us here in Sarnia, thanks to Joe's Discount Tire as well for supporting us. And, of course, our longtime supporter, AskGuy.ca. Oh, Nick Lotto. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Cool. And Magical Guy, do you play hockey or are you just a fan? This first period seems to be going fast here at Brownstones. With just 10 minutes remaining in the first period. Still time for the Sarnia Sting to respond here. I tell you, they're pushing hard through here, but Saginaw is really staying on top of them. And I think both these teams just here to play hockey. There's a whistle. I haven't seen a power play for the Sarnia Sting yet, and they're going to need to take advantage of those. I mean, of course, at this point, just a fan used to play. Okay. How old are you? Like, what did you play? We got our friends out there sharing live on TikTok. Junie, thank you very much. Hello, Lori. Welcome to the broadcast. Coming to you live here at Brownstones in Sarnia, Ontario, as we're watching Saginaw defend against Sarnia in Saginaw. And the shot on the Saginaw, but no goal. And there's some of the aggression coming out there. Osapenko just, wow. Holding on to this guy. He got back. He had to get back into that net real quick from being behind there. Sting did everything they could to help out. Great job by the Sarnia Sting, getting it quickly back down into Saginaw zone. With some shots, but still not closing the deal. Hi, David. It's true. Oh, okay. I didn't know who None of Business is. How you doing out there? Something that we're enjoying doing. Coming to you live from Brownstones. We'll be doing more live on locations at different places throughout the spring and the summer, and then coming into next year, next season, we're looking at maybe doing some more of this kind of thing. Coming to you live. There's still room at my table. They got a foosball table right here in front of me. A new addition to Brownstones. Thanks to John and his staff for allowing me to come in here and hang out with them and set up my live broadcast. 8:23 remaining as the clock stops right now. Still only 1-0 in the first period. Shot up to the top left side there from Saginaw. Some great passing and just to the top right off of the glove of Osapenko. He's doing a great job in there for the Sarnia Sting. Back of the action with 8:15 to go. Hope you're well as well. I'm very good. Thanks for asking, Terza. Tizra? I can never get it right. Terza. 1-0 still, and Saginaw has the power play. We'll see how well the Sarnia Sting defend on that. Josh, thanks for the live, or the like and the live. Hey, Felicity, how are you? I'm good. I'm down here. I'm kind of lonely at Brownstones. You guys should come on down and hang out, have a bite to eat or something. I'm doing good. I have no co-host tonight. This was a last-minute thing we decided to do. Thought we'd have some fun. I hope you guys are enjoying live on TikTok and live on Facebook. If you'd like to see more of this in the future, maybe for next season is what I'm looking at. Doing the away games. Give me a thumbs up on Facebook or let me know in the comments. Coming up on 6.5 minutes remaining. Hi, girl. How you doing? Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Just got home from Tennessee. We met Steve Stamkos. Oh, fantastic. How was Mr. Stamkos? I got to meet him a few years ago when he was in Sarnia. I got to interview him, actually. It was a pretty nice fellow. So, talk about that, Felicity. What's Tennessee and Steve Stamkos? How did that all come together? Hello, Peyton. We are working on 40,000 likes for our TikTok live, and we're just looking for 20 thumbs up or hearts on Facebook. Two different animals, Facebook and TikTok, that's for sure. Just under the 6-minute mark for the Sarnia Sting and Saginaw. Saginaw with the lead, but Sarnia is they've really got this no quit attitude. I got to tell you, there's a shot. Saginaw will pick it up, bring it back down. It's one thing I can say about the Sarnia Sting, even though they are not going to the playoffs, they've still got their foot on the gas pedal and their work ethic still continues. And even tonight, they're still here to win. They proved that last night as they were in Kitchener, and Jack Van Volsen would with about 13 seconds left to go in the final period, would score the winning goal to make it 4-3 against the number one team in the conference, right? So we know that they can do it. We know that they can do it. We went to Nashville Predators game. We met him after we were in our Sting stuff. Oh, cool. I bet you he loved that. I bet you he loved that. What a great experience for you guys to meet Steve Stamkos. I know you guys, like, you really go around a lot for your uh, for your Sting and your hockey. I'm curious, how many OHL arenas have you been to? Oh yeah, please send me a picture. I'd love to see that. Love to see that. And currently 9 shots on goal. 9 and 8 shots on goal. 9 for the Sting and 8 for the Spirit. So not for lack of trying on the side of the Sarnia Sting. 12 arenas you've been to. That's amazing. You got to keep up with that Jay Peckham guy. How many OHL arenas have I been to? Shameful. 2. Sarnia and Windsor. I've been to the Budweiser Gardens in London, or I guess it's called something else, but not for a hockey game. I went there to see Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. Right. 5 minutes now to go in this first period. Sting with the puck, but Saginaw keeps getting in their way. I'm going to call the. I'm going to call that. There's another goal coming from the Sting in this first period. You need to go to more. Yeah, I need. I would like to. It's really a scheduling thing for me, right? Yeah, Canada Life Place. That's right. Thanks for that, Johnny. Yeah, I would like to go to more. It's really a scheduling thing for me. And then if I'm going to be looking at doing away games like this, then that ties up more time. We'll see. Maybe I just need to go on the road with the Sting, and then I'll just take my little phone and go just sit in a little chair and go live from the game, right? Your TV Sarnia showing the game right now, and thanks to Your TV Sarnia for their support as well. They broadcast my weekly show, the show with David Burrows, 3 times a week on Your TV. And we saw Barry Wright doing some opening remarks before this game. I believe Lee Cunningham and Pat Roche would be down there as well. Lee Cunningham, formerly a broadcaster for the Saginaw Spirit years ago. Getting a little pushy out there now. I'm wondering how far they will take this, as both teams were fined $5,000 each for their behavior against each other last Sunday in the Progressive Auto Sales Arena, and the Sarnia Sting coach, Matt Turcotte, with a $5,000 fine for his remarks considered inflammatory against the Saginaw Spirit. Felicity, you're a multitasker. You're liking the live, and she just sent me these pictures of her and Stamkos and Lee. Oh, and you got an autograph. Oh, wow. How cool is that? Well, let's show that to everybody. There's Stamkos signing the back of a Sting jersey. He would have loved that. He would have loved that. I don't know if you can see that out there. well on Facebook. So cool. I'm so happy for you guys. There's Lee. I love it. And of course, your little guy. Sorry, I forget your little guy's name. But he's pretty happy too. It's so great that when your heroes, right, or your people, your favorites, give you the time that you're looking for. Just a little bit of time. That's all everybody needs. Willie, that's right. Sorry about that. Yeah. 2:38 to go in the first period, and Saginaw still leading 1-0. And at the end of this period, we see Cameron O'Coin going into the penalty box. This will be a power play for Saginaw. Their second power play, I believe, of this game. We haven't seen any of that from Sarnia as of yet. But Sarnia was able to defend the first power play very well. And we've also got the Toronto and Ottawa game on here at Brownstones on the main big screen and a few others. They've got 1, 2, 3 big screens and then still other TVs around the room as well. So this is I got a great view here. They've got my own table and yeah, this is great. Steve was amazing. Yeah, that's great. I'm so really happy for you guys that you're able to do that. Still 1-0 here. Saginaw bringing it down to the Sting, and also Penko doing his job. And hello, Roland. Rolling in. Rolling. How are you? Oh, Tabitha, there you go. How are you? Boy, it's nice to hear from you. I thought I was starting to worry about you. We're live here on TikTok, live on Facebook and YouTube as well. Let us know where you're watching from. And I don't mean like TikTok or whatever. I mean like where in the world are you? Oh, I wonder. Okay. Yeah, why would I need to be live? Yeah, okay. I'm good. Where am I? I am at Brownstones in Sarnia. I'm live reacting to the Sarnia Sting game with 1:20 left in the first period with Saginaw leading 1-0. Live here on Facebook and YouTube as well. And we thought we would come down and just do live reaction tonight. Something we may look at doing more of. Yeah. Where are you, Tabitha? Are you at home? Thanks for the repost. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Isabella. There we go. We're looking to get to 40,000 likes by the end of the third period here tonight at Brownstones. We'll be taking a break here in just a moment at the end of this first period, and then we'll come back live for the second period. We're just now in the last minute of play. Also, Benko in between the pipes for the Sarnia Sting tonight. Currently down in the Sting zone, and Sting defending the power play that now is ended, back in full force for the last 35 seconds of this first period. A sold-out crowd at Saginaw. There were only 2 tickets left in the whole building. Connor Burke and I looked at going, but they were also $115 US each to go see this game tonight. So we passed. All right, the Ottawa Senators have just scored. And this first period has ended for Saginaw, and the Sarnia Sting with Saginaw leading the first period 1-0. So we're going to take a break. Hello, Landon. And we'll start things back up at the end of this intermission, and we'll be back here live in about, I guess, 15, 20 minutes. Stay tuned, everybody, live from Brownstones, supported by Joe's Discount Tire and Ask Guy as well here on Facebook. We'll be back on TikTok.